By now, every tanker on Earth has heard that 1st Armored Division has put a minigun on an Abrams for testing. This was testing, it was a validation exercise to even see if they could. I've got some information on it. It's kind of complicated, and I realize there's a lot of opinions for and against. So first of all, the thing is pretty capable at conservation of ammo. I realize that is a ridiculous statement to make. A minigun good at conservation of ammo? Let me explain. There's different fire modes on the thing. You can put it on a lower burst rate, so you're only going to burn through, a few rounds at a time. The hit rate is pretty good. There's like a massive EOTech thing they put on it. It's got some stuff that needs to be tweaked on it. They were able to throw it on the top of the Abrams, and the ammo and the battery and all that were behind it, and it didn't interfere with the blow-off panels. So bottom line up front, the loader was able to, they fired it at table 4, the loader was able to hit within their ammo allocation for table 4. So that's a plus. They were able to hit pretty well with the thing. Now, I realize there's a lot of comments that I have, there's feelings I have, there's feelings that a lot of people have that have shared with me. Whereas unit cost, how much is the thing going to cost? Because battalion budget's already a nightmare. How much is this thing going to cost versus a 240? How is it powered? It has its own battery packs, but I realize that the SEP-V3 has its own battery issues and power distribution issues. So there's that. How are we going to charge it? Can it work? I'm going to be talking a little bit more with the folks over at Dillon Aero who have designed and put together this test bed. Dillon Aero is a mature contractor on the M134 Delta, which is the variant that was on the Abrams, and they are going to be able to give me a little bit more insight. So stay tuned on our YouTube channel for that, for a video interview with one of the folks out there. And we'll kind of go over, and I'll ask some probing, challenging questions, but we're going to get some realistic insight and info straight from the horse's mouth on what this thing's capabilities are, and I'm going to go over whether or not it's practical, and what the future applications and ideas for this thing are, because as a former tanker, once a tanker, always a tanker, I guess, I have my own concerns, but I also have my hopes, because growing up was always like, dude, what if we put a minigun on this thing? It'd be sick. But throwing a minigun on the Crows, there's going to be the consideration of, well, now I lost